Hi there guys, welcome back to the next video in my Kanto Solo Run series, where I aim to solo the game with a Pokemon chosen by our randomizer wheel. Let's recap the rules and get straight back into it. First off, the wheel decides which is 3 Pokemon, choose one of the 3 and we do the run with that Pokemon. Secondly, I can only use that Pokemon in battle, but I can catch utility Pokemon for HMs. Third, I can't heal in battle using items, but healing outside of battle is allowed, and moves like Recover and Rest also allowed. Fourth, I can use the Badge Boost glitch, because it's kind of unavoidable in Gen 1. Finally, I can use TMs and HMs. Now let's recap, let's get on with the video. Okay, now the rules are out the way, let's get on with the wheel spin. So, I'm not too sure what I fancy for this one, but we'll soon see what comes up. First up is Growlithe. Okay. We haven't done many fire types yet, that could be quite interesting, but we've done Arcanine so far, so... Ooh, Venomoth. Considering we've just done a Venonat run, I'm not too keen on doing a Venomoth run so soon. Let's see what we get for the last one. Vulpix. Okay. I think we've chosen it. Let's go with Vulpix. Okay, now we've chosen Vulpix on the wheel. Let's get started with the run. So there's a few things we can talk about with Vulpix. First off, its base stats are abysmal. Like, its best stat is its speed at 65. Its HP is its worst at 38. So, yeah, it's not going to do too well. We're just going to go with Ben for this rival, for the video for this rival. And of course, we're going to replace Charmander with Vulpix, so our end battle can be against Blastoise, which will be the much harder battle. And you can already start to see, with the starting moveset it's got, it's going to struggle against the Blastoise. It's even going to struggle against a Squirtle to begin with, to be fair. It doesn't even have any water moves, and we get decimated by that Squirtle. Thankfully, we do burn it, but if we got that burn earlier on, we actually might have had a chance. So I actually going to see, after leveling up a little bit, how well we do against like the first rival before Pewter. So I've gone against a few of the trainers in the Viridian Forest. We're level 8 at this point. The moves we start off with are just Ember and Tail Whip, so we don't get another move till level 16. And we don't really do too well against this, considering we get Sand attacked, and now the Squirtle does have Bubble. So we lose this battle. We need to be a bit of a higher level to be able to beat this rival. And if we can't beat this rival, I don't think we're going to do too well against Brock or the junior trainer in his gym. So I go back in at level 9, and just see if it was just bad luck on that last one. The Pidgey gets burnt, so it means that its attack gets dropped, and we go into level 10, where against a Squirtle with really decent HP. It doesn't use Bubble until the second hit, so we're at just about half health, and I'm trying to hit it now. And we're at 1 HP, so it uses Tail Whip, and we get a lucky win. If we hadn't have had luck on that our side there, we probably would have had to be a high level to do that comfortably, but we did it at level 10, so let's see how we do against the junior trainer in Brock's gym. And he starts off with a Diglett. Diglett is very fast, so we're not going to be able to outspeed it, but Ember does do quite a lot of damage. What we kind of want the Diglett to do is not to use Scratch and use Sand Attack and the Sand Attack to miss. We're down to 2 HP with the Sandshrew, and thankfully it goes for Sand Attack there, so we actually can take it out. So we're at level 11 going into Brock, but I still don't think this is going to be the level we need. So it's better to go and train a little bit now. If you can find them, the level 6 Metapods in Viridian Forest give you the most amount of experience. So when you're actually having to train up at this point just to be able to beat Brock, that's what you need to find, is those level 6 Metapods. It means we're going to lose some time out on the end, like the final in-game time, but going in at level 12, I want you to see how we did. Because Ember's a special move, it means that when Brock is using Defense Curl, we're actually doing consistent damage throughout the entire battle. So when he uses Defense Curl, it actually means it's a free turn for us. When the Onix comes out, it uses Screech, which is not good, because that means when Tackle hits, it's going to do a lot of damage. And thankfully we get the burn, which is good. But randomly in Gen 1, I don't know why the developers did this, they gave Brock about 6 full heals per Pokemon, which is very strange. But because the Onix doesn't use the greatest moves, it doesn't even take off any damage to us, we can actually beat it at level 12, going in at level 13. So we've made up a bit of time from what we've had to do from training up in Viridian Forest. So, strangely, this run's actually going alright so far. It's doing a bit better than I thought. Going over to Cerulean though, I was wondering how we'd do against Misty first. I think the rival on the bridge is definitely going to be the easier battle. But even at level 18, I think we'd still struggle against the rival. So what I'm going to do is use the trainers in Misty's gym, train up a little bit. We do have quick attack at this point, but Ember is still a much more powerful move. Vulpix's attack is kind of garbage. It's only base 41, whereas its base special is around about 55 to 57. So it's more strategic to use those fire moves and just do a bit more damage and hopefully get the burns. So going into the rival battle, we definitely wouldn't have beat Misty at that point. We're level 19 at this point. Ember is going to be the main move that we use against the Pidgeotto. Hopefully we get the burn. We don't, and it keeps using quick attack, which is very annoying. And we're down to 5 HP and we've still got 3 Pokemon to go. Quick attack is definitely the better move to use against Abra because its defense is trash. When Rattata comes out, annoyingly it does have quick attack, so if you're on low health, you've got a good chance of losing at this point. And we've beaten all the trainers in Cerulean. We can't go back to Mount Moon, so the only thing we can do is go and train to the west of Cerulean. So when we go back in at higher level, I'm not too sure why I've kept this bit of footage. Pidgeotto comes out, we're level 20 now. I just wanted to see how we did level 20. Thankfully it goes for Sand Attack. Actually not the greatest thing, but it means that it wasn't going to do damage on that turn, but it keeps doing so much damage with Quick Attack. And we're only at 9 HP, so I don't think we're going to be able to do it at this level either. Thankfully, Abra just only knows Teleport, so it's going to be a free battle. We outspeed the Rattata and he uses Hyper Fang and still takes us down, so I think maybe 1 or 2 more levels might help us out here. But it could have just been an unlucky roll of the dice there. So I'm going back in level 20, let's see how we do this time. We get the burn on the first Ember, and that means that Pidgeotto's attack has been cut, so we can deal more damage out. It's going to get burnt every turn and it's going to do less damage against us, meaning we're going to have more HP for the rest of the Pokemon. Abra's going to go down with 2 quick attacks. And now to see if we can get past the Rattata, because we haven't been able to do that yet. Quick attack, I just don't want it to outspeed me and hit me, so I'm going to use quick attack, get it down. And next up comes Squirtle, so I'm going to start using Tail Whip here. Thankfully, it doesn't use any other damaging moves, so we can set up 2 Tail Whips, do more damage with our quick attack and outspeed. We just had to hope that the Squirtle didn't use Bubble, and it didn't, so we can get through that battle at level 20. So Misty is going to definitely be a really tough challenge. So I'm going to go against Nugget Bridge people, do all of those trainers, and then the main reason why I want to do Nugget Bridge first is so we can get Dig off this trainer here. And Dig is a bit of a game changer for us. It's going to be one of the moves we take through to the late game, because it'll definitely help us out against Agatha later on. But it'll also help against Misty, it'll also help against Lieutenant Surge. And this actually brings up a good question about the move pool that Vulpix has. So when it comes to it, its best fire move is going to be Fire Blast that you can learn after Blaine, but other than that you've got Flamethrower. You can learn Fire Spin, but because we're a first evolution Pokemon, I don't think we're not going to really outspeed many things, so I don't want to rely on Fire Spin. When we go over to the SSM, we are going to miss out Misty and come back to her. We've now picked up Body Slam as well. That's one of the HM moves that we can learn as Vulpix. Other than that, there's not many other moves that Vulpix can learn that are going to be massively helpful to us. We could learn Mimic, we could learn Double Edge, but I don't like recoil moves. So we're going to have to rely on quite a limited move set to be able to get through this. Because of Dig, we can miss out on some big hitters. Thankfully, Water Gun didn't take us out there. That's probably due to the fact we're level 27 at this point. And we can beat the rival first time on the SSN. Moving back, you can't even beat Surge without beating Misty, so we had to go back to Cerulean at this point. Misty, now we're level 28, should be a bit easier. I'm going to start using Confuse Ray. That's why I wanted to be this level before going against her. It gives us a bit of leverage. And thankfully the Staryu hits itself Confusion, take itself out. Now, Starmie comes out. The strategy that I'm going to go with for most of this run actually is to use Confuse Ray, gives you a little bit of leeway, then use Dig so that big hitter moves can then miss us. Annoyingly, Water Gun does hit and we do lose this attempt. So let's try, I think that might have just been bad luck, so let's go against Misty again. We're going to start off with Confuse Ray, hits itself with Confusion, that's great. So now I'm going to use Body Slam and that takes out the Staryu. Next up is the Starmie, the one that has Bubble Beam, so it's very scary. We use Confuse Ray, it hits itself Confusion, Body Slam, if we can get a Paralysis as well, that'd be fantastic. And then Bubble Beam comes out, so we've lost speed and we've taken a lot of damage. Dig comes in with a critical hit and we finally beat Misty. No word of a lie, this took me just about 10 attempts to be able to get that look, and I hate it when we have to get that look. Moving into Rock Tunnel, there's a few trainers in there that are quite annoying, like the Slowpoke trainers. The Graveler trainer is not that much of a problem. As you can see there, after we got through Rock Tunnel, we were going through the underground tunnel to get to Celadon. There is an elixir you can pick up there, hidden elixir. So now we've made our way to Celadon. Erica's going to be kind of an easy battle. We don't really do that much damage with Ember. We really need to get Flamethrower before we can do major damage to our opponents. But we can take down the Victory Bell quite comfortably. The Tangler only knows Bind and Constrict, so it's not going to do much damage to us, but we are poisoned, so it is a race against the clock now. Now we're at level 34, we're one level away from Flamethrower. Let's confuse it. It does hit itself in Confusion, and let's use Ember. If we can get the burn, that would be fantastic, but Mega Drain comes out. It's not confused anymore, so I'm going to use Dig, and let's see if this takes it out. No, it's going to take one more. Pale Dance comes out. This is coming right down to the wire, but Ember takes it out. And we managed to do it while poisoned at level 34. Still a bit higher level than I wanted to be at this point in the game, but I did try the Erica battle a few times, and every time I did just get poisoned, which is very annoying. Okay, so the only other things we can really do before progressing the game is to go against Giovanni, get the Sylph Scope, and then head off to Lavender Tower. Because I've got Dig, his rock Pokemon won't be a problem, but they are doing quite a lot of damage with Rock Throw. It's a terrible move that only has 60 accuracy, but it seems to hit me a lot on this run. And I still can't take out at level 35 all of these Pokemon. So I'm like 20 HP and I've got the Kangaskhan to go against. Confuse Ray, and hopefully it doesn't hit us. It hits itself Confusion, will Flamethrower take it out? Oh, just. And then it hits itself Confusion, take it out. So quite lucky in that battle, really. Vulpix is, so far in this run, quite difficult to use. Because it doesn't get very good moves until about mid-game. You struggle around that early stage just to get by, really. Now we've opened up the Million. Let's go against Surge and see how we do. We're very high level compared to him, so Digs should outspeed, they should one-shot, just as it does on the Voltorb. Pikachu comes out, it's got terrible defenses, one-shot Dig. Do we one-shot the Raichu? That's the question I want to know. Do we? Yes, it's a one-shot with Dig. Get in. Okay, so that's 4 gym badges. Next, the only other thing we can do right now before the game opens up is to go to Lavender Tower. So let's beat the rival here and see how we do. Pidgeotto comes out first. 11 levels above it. Flamethrower should be a one-shot. Yep, it is a one-shot KO. Growlithe comes out. Body Slam or Dig are probably the better choices to use here. We go for Dig and it's a one-shot. Execute comes out. We know this is going to be a one-shot with Flamethrower. And that's pretty easy. Okay, so Kadabra comes out. This is going to be, again, as in most runs, the most scary Pokemon when it comes to the end battles. Because Alakazam hits hard. We do have good special, but not great special. So a Psychic probably still would take us out, even if we are higher level than the Alakazam later on. Wartortle goes down with 2 Body Slams. And because of the level we're at, it's quite an easy battle. So it opens up the rest of the game to us now, so we've got to figure out where we want to go. I decide Koga's going to be the better option. We do have Dig, so we've got a super effective move against his poison type Pokemon. We've just got to hope we don't get hit by smoke screens. I even went into this battle quite cockily at low HP. So it's going to take 2 digs to take out a coffin, which isn't great. We've only got 30 HP, and if we get hit once, we're probably going to lose. And then dig gets disabled, so we're going to have to rely on Flamethrower. Thankfully, the Muck hits Self-Confusion, and we can take it out quite comfortably. Next up's the Coffin, and the dig is still disabled, so we can't... Yes, it gets hit into Confusion. Flamethrower doesn't take it out still. But now we've finally got dig back. So what I'm actually hoping for here is that we outspeed and he uses self-destruct, but he doesn't, so we do get toxicked. And yes, while we've dug underground, it uses self-destruct. I love it when I've got dig, and that's what it comes down to with Koga. It's just like a big FU to him. Moving on to Silphco, we have picked up Surf and Strength at this point, so once we've got Lapras, we can open up more of the game. With Pidgeot coming out, we're going to confuse it first, and it does hit itself in Confusion. Flamethrower is going to be a 2-hit KO from there, and we do get lucky with this one, so Confuse Raise. This is pretty much, what you're saying here is the moveset I'm going to take through to the champion. I could switch out Flamethrower for Fire Blast, so I've got a more powerful fire move, but Flamethrower's got more PP and 100% accuracy, so for this point in the game, it's better to keep Flamethrower. Plus, I haven't been to Blaine yet, so I couldn't use it if I wanted to. Confusion does massive damage to us, and we paralyse the Alakazam. So all that's left is the Blastoise, and it does no powerful water moves. So what I've got to do is get it confused, and Water Gun hits. This is not looking good. We do get the Para Confuse, so this could go in our favour. It hits a Self-Confusion again, we use Dig, and then it uses Withdraw. So if we can hit it with one more Dig, we win. Oh no, I forgot about the withdraws. Okay, so Flamethrower actually became the better move to use there because of how much he increased his defense. But we've beaten the rival first time. Let's head on to Giovanni and see how we do. Considering we've got Dig on our move pool, this should be quite an easy battle. Nidorino comes out first, and I'm thinking it should be a one-shot. It doesn't. That's really annoying. Because of the limited move pool Vulpix has, we have to focus mainly on physical attacking moves, not special moves, which is annoying. But with Flamethrower being as good as it is, and the halfway decent special we have with Vulpix, it kind of averages out that we're going to be mostly alright. I do pick up quite a lot of protein so that the physical attacking moves can be stronger over time, but it's still not increasing with every level up very quickly. When Nidoqueen comes out, thankfully it doesn't hit us once, and we can beat Giovanni first time. Okay, so I can either go to Sabrina or I can go to Blaine next. I decide, you know what, we're probably better digging out of here and going to Blaine. It should be an easier battle for us. Should. If we get the Fire Spin lock again, that's going to be really annoying. So we're going to confuse the Growlithe, and we're going to use Dig. And I have no idea why the AI decides that even though he's got full health, he should use a Super Potion. It's kind of weird. But we can get through the Growlithe quite easily. Confuse Ray the Ponyta, and Dig. Okay, so that's 2 down. We've got the Rapidash out next, and we haven't picked up Agility, so we can't Badge Boost glitch here. But when Dig hits, I'm hoping it's going to take out a lot of its HP. There we go. Because it hit itself in Confusion twice, it meant we could take it out in one. Same strategy for Arcanine, Confuse Ray, Dig. It's all we can really do. Flamethrower won't do very much against it. Takedown's going to do a lot of damage, and that recoil damage probably means we win the battle. We do. Okay, so there's only one other gym leader we can do left now before Giovanni, and that's Sabrina. So the major thing with Sabrina is her Alakazam and Kadabra are very fast. So what we've got to make sure we can do is increase our speed so we can actually outspeed and actually do the body slams on it. Because body slam's going to be the one, we could probably one-shot most of the Pokemon with a body slam. Maybe not the Mr. Mime or the Venomoth, but definitely the Kadabra or Alakazam. but we've got to outspeed, and hopefully just this. Yes, we do outspeed the Kadabra, and we've confused it. So Body Slam, 1-hit KO. Next out's Mr. Mime. Does set up barrier and light screen, so that can be annoying. So confusing it. Ooh, it's paralyzed as well. But its defense has been increased. That's not great. I think that actually transfers to other Pokemon. Flamethrower's going to take out the Venom off in one. And now we're on Alakazam. I'm just going to go for Confuse Ray and then Body Slam. Psywave, not the worst thing that could happen there. Psybeam is a bad thing, but we've managed to take it out. So we do beat Sabrina first time. We had to be massively over level for it, but we are a first tier evolution Pokemon. So we've only got Giovanni left in gym leaders. I think he's going to be quite easy. We do have Dig, so most of his Pokemon should go down pretty quickly. We don't have any moves so we can Badge Boost, which you could argue it definitely makes us run harder. Doug Trio is going to be a very annoying Pokemon. If that Dig hits, it's doing a lot of damage. Flamethrower doesn't even take it out. But we're not going to survive this. And that's when I realised, right at the last minute, he's outspeeding me and using Dig. So if I'm going to go second with Dig, I will actually hit him. So why am I not doing that? We thankfully do get a speed boost there because of the Tail Whip. But I reckon the Dugtrio is still going to outspeed us. So we can't confuse it. But Dig does hit, and it takes us out in one. I should have went for Dig straight away instead of Confuse Ray. Okay, one last try. Let's see how we do. So we're just going to go straight for Dig. It's going to be a 2-hit KO to beat it with Dig. Okay. So now, let's think about this. You use Dig, and there we go. Because it outspeeds us and we hit second, when after he's used Dig, it means that I attack straight after him. So we can get past the Dugtrio, which is easily in my opinion, the strongest Pokemon on his team. Rhydon's got a terrible moveset in Gen 1. So it would actually be quite interesting to do a Rhyhorn or Rhydon run, just to see what happens, because I reckon the TMs it learns would definitely improve its performance. Going against the rival before the Elite Four now. Now we've got the confusion off, Flamethrower's going to take it out, Rhyhorn. I'm actually going to go for 2 Digs here. We still haven't got a move to Badge Boost glitch, we've got Confuse Ray. That's probably going to be our main move that we want to use, really. So now we use Flamethrower on Execute. Alakazam comes out, we're not going to outspeed, so we need to confuse, but Psychic takes us out in one, which is very annoying. Like, very, very annoying, so I don't know how, if we can't outspeed and he keeps using critical hit Psychics, we're going to really struggle against the rival right at the end. So what can we do? Not really that much. We could teach Double Team, but as you've watched many of my videos by now, probably, I really don't like using Double Team. It's a very cheap way to Badge Boost glitch your way to winning. But thankfully there, the Alakazam complies. Blastoise comes out. It does use Hydro Pump and takes us out in one. So I tried this a lot of times. And I always got through to either the Alakazam or I got through to the Blastoise, and they one-shot me pretty much most times. Vulpix is just so... It's a glass cannon. It can do a lot of damage with Flamethrower, it can do a lot of damage with Body Slam, but when it comes to its defenses, it's just not that good. You've just got to hope that Alakazam uses Reflect, you can confuse it and then use Flamethrower, and you just got to hope Confusion works. Most times though it doesn't. But we do paralyze the Blastoise there, and this was probably attempt 12, I think it was. And now we've finally beaten him, we can go against the Elite Four. While I've been going through the travels through Kanto, there are 11 rare candies you can pick up. And I used them all straight away before even going against Lorelei. I've already got a type disadvantage, but Flamethrower does a lot of damage. Annoyingly, it does use Rest there, but it means it leaves us open to be able to do massive damage with Flamethrower. And Flamethrower's actually going to be the bigger move that we can use in this battle. I don't know, all of her Pokemon seem to have really bad special, which means that Flamethrower is going to do a lot more damage than the likes of like Body Slam or Dig. Annoyingly, Slowbro uses Water Gun there, and then starts using Withdraw. Now it's confused, uses another Water Gun. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get past the Lapras with this amount of HP, especially considering I can't Badge Boost glitch. And we lose against the Slowbro. So what can I do here? We're just going to have to... I want to give it another try at this, around about this level. So level 67. Confuse Ray the Dugong, and it hits itself Confusion, that's great. Flamethrower takes it out with a critical hit, that's what I like to see. Cloyster hits itself Confusion as well. Ooh, we don't get a critical hit that time, but we nearly take it out. Take it out on the second hit. We've got through to Slowbro without losing any HP. Confuse Ray hits, and it hits with Water Gun still. This Slowbro has not hit itself in Confusion once. Oh wait, there we go. Now it hits itself Confusion twice. And we managed to get past the Slowbro. So it was just bad luck last time, really. Flamethrower hits the Jinx, that's going to be a one-hit KO, it's super effective. And now the Lapras, this is the one I'm most scared about. Oh, Hydro Pump misses, that could have ended this attempt. Can we get another Confuse hit? Oh, yes, we win. We win. Whew, that is the first Elite Four member down and easily the scariest. So, moving into Bruno, most of his Pokemon are going to get decimated by Dig. Or even at the worst, Flamethrower. Like, Flamethrower is probably the better choice to be using on the likes of Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Machamp. Yeah, as I thought, it takes them out really, really quickly. But Confuse Ray is just such a crucial move on this run that unless I get really, really stuck at the rival right at the end, I might have to use Double Team. I really don't like using it, but needs must sometimes, and I don't really want to go and find more rare candies or go and train up more. We've already used the rare candies. But it's needs must sometimes, I guess. Bruno goes down first try, and moving on to Agatha. On the last video, my Agatha footage got cut. This time it didn't, so what can we do this time against Agatha? We use the same strategy we've been using consistently quite a bit, but we're going to switch it out for Dig. Dig's much more powerful in this battle than Flamethrower would be. Because we've got the confusions off, it actually becomes quite easy getting through some of the Pokemon. I'm very surprised that we outspeed some of them. Flamethrower, it's going to be a 2-shot on Golbat, and thankfully it didn't use Supersonic, or Supersonic didn't hit. Arbok doesn't really do much damage. I always get quite confused why a Ghost-type trainer's got an Arbok. But Dig's going to take it down quite comfortably, Gengar comes out, and we still haven't lost... Okay, now we've lost HP. So we can survive one more Nightshade, but that's what we don't want, and I misclicked on Body Slam there. Nightshade hits again, we've got to hit. We've got to hit and crit. We get the super effective hit. And we beat Agatha first time, which doesn't happen on many runs, honestly, it really doesn't. But Lance is a different story. His first Pokemon out is Gyarados, and that's terrifying. It has Hydro Pump, and more than likely is going to outspeed us. But it doesn't, we actually do, we get through the Gyarados, but then it's not confused and use Hydro Pump. So it's a one-shot KO even without a critical hit. And that's the only way we're going to get through this, is pure, we're only going to get through Gyarados with pure luck. But when we do, he used Hyper Beam. I forget that the Dragonairs have Hyper Beam as well. And I'm losing HP left, right and centre here. I am not going to be able to do it this attempt. I've even got rid of Flamethrower for Fire Blast because I need more powerful moves here. And I'll be honest, this took me about 20 tries before I actually gave in. And this isn't the one that I won on, I don't think, but it just got so difficult at this point in the game to do, like, to think of a strategy or get the consistency or even get the luck to get past these Pokemon without them using Hyper Beam, Hydro Pump. Even throwing Dig at them was not a good strategy. Thankfully we get past the second Dragonair here quite comfortably. We confuse the second one, it uses agility. Not the worst thing in the world, but it means that once it's used agility, our dig's going to hit second. Dragon Rage, not the worst thing, but we miss out on the Hyper Beam there. Aerodactyl comes out, and yes, we get the confusion off, and Fire Blast is going to hit here for major damage. Not that much, I guess, but in the grand scheme of it, quite a lot from what I would have been doing. Now Dragonite. Can we beat this Dragonite? It starts with agility, so we need to get paralyzed. We get the paralysis off, and now we can spam Fire Blast. It's not confused anymore, but the paralysis is keeping it in check. It uses Hyper Beam, and we're on 11 HP. We just need to hit one more time. There we go, we finally do it. So I still haven't resorted to double team. I managed to get all the way to the champion without resorting to double team with just a Vulpix. We are very high level compared to other runs recently, but we're going to have to see how we do. Can we beat the champion with a Vulpix? Let's see. First off, as normal, is Pidgeot. We're level 69. Wait. And we get the confusion off. It uses Whirlwind, so we're going to use Fire Blast if it hits. And it still doesn't take it out in... Oh, okay, we're going to have to rely on Body Slam a bit more than I think. We're level 70 now. Alakazam, it's going to outspeed us. Thankfully, it goes for a cover. We use Confuse Ray. And Body Slam should be 2 Body Slams. Oh, it hits with Psychic. Please don't be a crit. It takes off half our health. That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. But we've still got Blastoise to go. Rhydon is going to be an easy battle. Hits itself in Confusion. We're going to go for Dig. And it's going to be 2 more digs just to beat it. Thankfully, because we outspeed, Horndrill is never going to hit us. Horndrill and Fissure only hit you if you are faster than the opponent, which is why using it on Dugtrio would be more sensible than using it on a Rhydon. Arcanine's going to go down in 2 digs. It does get a takedown on us, and we're on 35 HP. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do this. No, I really don't think we're going to be able to do this. The Executor, if it gets a stomp off, that'll take us out. We've got to use Fire Blast, and it misses. Thankfully, it's hit itself in Confusion again. Fire Blast will take it out, and we're down to the Blastoise. Do we outspeed? We do outspeed, and we get the Confuse Ray off. It uses Withdraw of all things. So let's get the Paralysis. Yes, we get the Paralysis. Hydro Pump misses. Come on, Fire Blast. Please don't let me down. Come on, don't let me down now. Come on. It's fully paralyzed. Can we do it? Yes, we beat it first time. Yes. We didn't need double team after all. Vulpix managed to do the full game without double team. Oh, you know what? That actually makes me very happy. I'm not happy with the level that we finished at, but I really want to know the time that we finished at now. Is it faster than Wartortle? Is it faster than Arcanine? We're going to have to find out now. Whew, this was a tough run, I've got to be honest. So we finished at level 70. And our end time, 4 hours 46 in-game minutes. It is faster than Arcanine. It is faster than my Arcanine run. Whew. That was very surprising. I didn't think it would do it in that amount of time. But yeah. As always, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. It really does help us out. I'm starting to see as my videos, more and more videos are coming out. The viewership's going up, the amount of subscribers and the likes are going up. So please continue to do that. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care.